Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today's pick a card. We are doing what to expect in the week ahead. So these are just things to keep an eye out for, some things you can encounter, or things to keep in mind as things come up. Sometimes just a lot of guidance comes in and is helpful in certain situations that you may come across this week. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1, we have this lovely chunk of rose quartz. Pile 2 is my rainbow obsidian black heart. And pile 3 is this lovely piece of howlite. Cool little chunk here, little point. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take a deep breath. Go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, that's completely okay. You could just have a really big week, or there could be something in another pile that you needed to hear. I'll also be doing letters and charms at the end, as well as messages from a loved one or significant person, whatever you want to call them. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. So if you open the box, you'll see the timestamps for each pile, and you click it and it goes straight to there in the pile. So I will see you guys at your pile. I'll leave this up for a second and then I'll see you there. Thanks, guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you guys picked this rose quartz chunk. So let's see what to expect in the week ahead. We'll start with your tarot. So your overall energy is the Fool and 8 of Voices, or 8 of Swords. The deck I'm using for this is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Love her decks. I have another one on order, so it should be coming in. Anywho, all right, so the Fool. The Fool is all about new beginnings. It's taking that leap of faith, starting new ventures. It's the first card of the major arcana, and the Fool goes on the journey and meets everyone along the way and learns all the lessons in life. So you may have just completed out some big cycle in your life, or some things could be coming to an end and you're ready to make that fresh start with something. It could have to do with this 8 of Swords, which the 8 of Swords is about limiting beliefs. It's about being held back in your own mind by your own thoughts and fears. So it's very much a warning or advice to not let those fears, those anxieties, those what ifs, the bad what ifs, to hold you back. So with this new venture, you're being guided to make sure you drop those limiting beliefs, because that's literally all they are. They're just your own mind holding you back from where you're supposed to be going in your future. And you know, in this card, oh, sorry for the glare, it's like she's on her way to the super bright new beginning. And it is a cliff. It's off into the unknown, you know, so that can be a little scary, but you know, it's really just about stepping into your power. And again, just drop those limiting beliefs. And when you're holding yourself back, being like, oh, well, I don't know if I can, ask yourself, well, why can't I? And evaluate what it is that is holding you back. Is it a legitimate circumstance where you can't do what you want to do? Or is it something just in your own head that, you know, just fears are getting in the way? So this is a big week for you guys. This is a big, big week of new beginnings. But yeah, and also just tackling those things that hold you back. Okay, so moving on, you guys have success and victory. So this is the Psychic Tarot, and this is the 6 of Wands card. So this card is all about and being successful in a creative endeavor and the things that you go after, being praised for it. So whatever this new beginning, if you can just get past your own head, you're going to be extremely successful this week. And there also may be some other things you've had going on in your life that are finally coming to fruition, playing out in a very successful way. You may be getting some accolades at work or for some other people, noticing the hard work you've done or just how amazing of a person that you are this week. So yeah, that's really, really good energy. Overall, you guys are feeling really good this week. Very motivated, strong. Again, the only little holdback is just in your head. And you can change that. That's one thing you do have control on in this life is your own thoughts. We forget that all the time, you know, and you can change your whole life. It's just a thought away. You just have to flip your perspective and flip your thoughts about a certain situation, and it can change so much. I know that sounds silly at times for people who haven't gotten there yet. The people that have figured that out, you're nodding along with me like, yeah, it's really that easy. But once you figure that out, that switch, I mean, your life can change dramatically. So, but yeah, a very successful week for you guys. For self-care, you're being guided to connect with nature, ground with Mother Earth, maybe potentially go and sit in solitude and kind of think, you know, somewhere close to water. But this is just very much about getting back to nature. I mean, it can look different for everyone. Not everyone has water close. It could just be connecting to a tree, going outside, walking through your yard barefoot, and practicing gratitude. That's one of my favorite things to do is when I'm all in my head, I'm all in my Eight of Swords, is, you know, sometimes just to walk outside and just say thank you for every step I take. Just every step I just say thank you, thank you. And sometimes I say thank you for, you know, show gratitude for different things going on in my life. Sometimes things are so chaotic you can't even think of things to be thankful for, but you can just express gratitude at each step, and you'll feel like all those feelings change. So yeah, definitely a week of getting back to nature. And some of you guys may just be having some last minute fun before the weather changes in certain areas and getting out there and having a little fun in nature. Okay, so for your love kind of this week, you guys got friendship. So more either within a romantic connection, you could be building that friendship more, or this may just have to do with love between friends. It could be just a very loving week where you get a chance to hang out with your friends or talk to your friends or just, you know, really build that friendship and feel the love there as well. And then your Moonology card, you guys got you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So you're just being reminded that you are good enough. You are enough. You are everything you need is all within you. Sometimes we have a tendency to look outside ourselves for the answers to our problems, for that love that we need, when everything we have is within ourselves. And when we start cultivating that feeling of, you know, self-love, self-worth, self-acceptance, you know, things again change as well, because you realize that you're enough and everything else is just complimenting you. And there's no need to feel lack or be anxious about what you need, because you have everything already. And so that's another just good realization. So maybe, you know, for some of you guys, this could just be a week of switching your perspective. Maybe that's your new start. It's a new way of looking at things and realizing that you are amazing, and you really need to appreciate yourself for who you are. And when people give you those compliments, take it to heart. A lot of us just don't give ourselves enough credit, and so if we hear one bad thing about ourselves, that's all we remember, but we can hear 800 million other wonderful things about ourselves. So start focusing on the good and let the bad go. I mean, we all have issues. No one's perfect. Believe me, I'm the poster child for that. But I'm always working on myself to be a better version of myself. So that's something we can all do. All right, so we are going to move on to love message cards, and then I'll get into letters and charms. So I like to pull one of these for each set of the zodiac signs. So this would be if these are more love messages. So if you don't have anyone to think about, you can disregard this section. But if you're dealing with, like, we'll start with a earth sign. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, what would they want to say to you? So those in pile 1 that are dealing with an earth sign, what does their earth sign want to say? You guys got 2. I'm just going to take it. Your words speak to me like no others can, and I want to talk to you. So for those earth signs, your words are rattling in their head and they really want to communicate with you. Next, we'll do a water sign. For those in pile 1 dealing with a water sign, I just need more time. So they're just asking for some more time to figure some stuff out. For those dealing with a fire sign, what does their fire sign want to say? Suddenly all the songs I hear are about you. So you're speaking to them through music. And then last but not least, we'll do air signs. For those dealing with an air sign, what does their air sign want to say? I'm overthinking everything, which is classic air sign, all in their head. Okay, so let's move on to letters and charms. And we'll also pull a zodiac dice. So this is for pile 1. Who could they be dealing with heavily this week? This doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This is just someone that could be coming up heavily in your week, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Leo. So Leo could be heavy in your guys' week, or that fiery passion, being proud and creative. And you guys did have the 6 of Wands, which is feeling like a very feeling of that on stage kind of feeling, which Leo kind of portrays. All right, so for letters, I'm going to pull, I guess a few more. All right, so we have a G, an A, a P, L, A. Oh, we have 2 P's and 2 A. Oh, we almost make an apple. And a W. We have Gap, PAP. You guys can make out PAL, lots of letters. So this could be someone's initials, a place that's important to you, something like that. So you guys always are good at making words. I'm going to leave that to you guys. Papa is there too. So, all right. So for pile 1, for their charms, what else can be going on this week? Please. Woo. Okay. So you guys have the number 1. Again, that fresh start. Going up, we have another letter. We have an H that came out. Okay. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, you guys got 3 love charms. So that's really cool. All right. So again, we had another letter H. We have a crown here. So it's, again, that feeling of being seen for being successful this week. For the things that you do. Also, some of you guys could be dealing with crown chakra openings this week. We have the dragonfly here. So dragonflies are one of the light worker symbols, also symbols of loved ones coming in. It's just a good omen to see a dragonfly. So pay attention if you do see any out and about. It could be, just a sign that you're on path. Good things are coming your way. Loved ones could be around, like past, ones that have passed. Bookworm. So this is a week of either, kind of settling in, maybe taking a quiet moment to read a book, learn something new. We have an anchor and the wheel, the steering wheel. That's what it's called about. I don't know. I can't remember if it's called something else. So it's another week of anchoring in and figuring out what direction that you're going in. You guys had that full energy. So you're going to be knowing where to go next. We have some mountains here, which kind of brings me back to that nature. I keep seeing someone hiking or going on a hike or planning a trip to the mountains to go hiking. So that's there. We have the owl. So the owl is all about knowledge, wisdom. It could be someone's marker that, a lot of you guys have certain things you look for in a reading as a nod to like, oh, well, that's my sign from my guides that this reading's for me. So that's there as well. And then you guys have a week of we have 3 different love things here. So you guys could be having some love come in this week. I know we had friendship, so that love bond could be building through friendship as well. So, now I'm just hearing triple love. So lots of love for you guys this week. All right, pile 1, I think I'm going to end it there. I appreciate you guys being here with me as always. It's truly an honor. I'm so thankful for anyone that spends time with me. So thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. And since I've learned there are a bunch of you guys that like to sit in between and listen to the whole thing straight through, I've started asking questions in between. I don't think I did it on my last video, but the question I'm going to ask you guys is, where were you born? I was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So that's a little tidbit about me. So if you happen to be sitting here listening to the in-between, I'm going to ask you to comment where you were from. Where were you born? That is my question for this reading. Awesome. Now I need a drink. And I hope everyone's doing well. Okay. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked the rainbow obsidian. You can't really see it too much in this, but it does have a rainbow quality to it. But from distance, just like a black heart. But I love this. I love this one. I love obsidian. Obsidian's one of my favorites. So, okay, let's get going. What can you guys expect in the week ahead? We'll start with your tarot. You guys have the Strength card and the Ace of Voices, or the Ace of Swords. So this is going to be a strong week of following your passions in a gentle, secure, confident way. So the Strength card is also the Leo card, so that's a nod to some of you guys could be dealing with Leo, or you could be a Leo yourself. Now, in the traditional tarot, there is a woman, and she has the lion's head, and she's holding it open like this big strong lion, but she has control over it, but in a gentle way. So that's why I'm saying you're going to be feeling confident and be able to tackle big, maybe scary things this week, but in such a gentle, kind-hearted way. There's a pyramid here, so Egypt might be important to somebody as well. And working on your root chakra, they're really drawing me into the fact that she's wearing a red dress. So you could be working on things that make you feel safe, secure, and grounded. Or if you're feeling unsafe in those areas, maybe look up a root chakra meditation on YouTube. There's tons of free ones. And just kind of focus in on grounding yourself and finding your roots in this world. Or even going out into nature and grounding yourself. Okay, so as for the Ace of Voices, or the Ace of Swords, this is basically the aha kind of card, a new beginning, a new thought process, basically a big epiphany could be coming in for you guys, especially with this owl on here as well. I feel like there's going to be some wisdom you may have for those of you like that are super spiritual, or going through the ascension process. It may be a week of that you have this huge, massive upgrade or download where it just helps you see things more clearly and have those like inspired thoughts come in this week. And there's triangles on both, with the pyramid and the triangles here. So that just might be something to look into. I'm also hearing sacred geometry for you guys as well. So, okay, let's keep going. You guys, you have throat chakra came up. So this is also your throat chakra is a lot about speaking your truth, your expression. Obviously it's located at your throat, and the main color is blue. I know I talked about the root chakra here too, but you guys you're guided to speak your truth in a clear manner, and this week may involve doing just that. It might be a moment of standing up for yourself in a kind, gentle way, like having that confidence to speak that truth and to tell your side of something, but it will be gentle. You can be, I'm trying to think how to phrase this, how it's coming in. And it's something I know so well, and I don't know why I'm not finding the words. you can be confident without being mean, and you can express yourself in a strong way, but also kind. So that's where this is all feeling very like strong but kind this week. But yeah, so also if you're having throat issues, I don't know why this is coming up. Gurgle with salt water. Not sure. If someone's having like some throat soreness, I don't know if this is just for one person, but I'm being guided to get a warm glass of water and put salt in it and gurgle with it. I don't know. So take that as you will. Why that came in, that's a little bizarre, but here we go. All right. So, next I want to do your self-care for the week. Water. Hey, that's interesting. I pulled these the other day and I let them sit for a while with the crystals. I don't look at them. So you're being guided to hydrate this week. But yeah, it's just something about your throat. Like make sure you're hydrated and coated. I don't know why the gurgle with salt water is still like dancing in my head. But yeah, just make sure that you're cleansing yourself, but I'm just seeing cleansing through the throat. Also stretches through your throat. And if anyone's having like a thyroid kind of thing, you know, look up the throat chakra and see like what things, how they manifest when something's blocked in your body. Because some of you guys may be having shoulder issues and stuff like that. But yeah, make sure you're definitely hydrating. Somebody may be going on a trip with this compass detail here that involves like being on the water as well, or planning a trip on the water or a cruise or something like that. Next for love, you guys have forgiveness. So you're being guided to forgive this week. I know sometimes it's hard when the people that we love, you know, hurt us or we feel like something was unjust. Sometimes all it takes is an honest conversation and a little bit of forgiveness and understanding that everyone makes mistakes, that no one's perfect. And, you know, I just think if this forgiveness card is definitely here for a reason for a lot of you guys, that you're being guided to, you know, take that deep breath and offer that forgiveness. It's like one of the kindest things you can do. And then for some of you guys, if you're dealing with someone, like if this brings up someone in your mind that is toxic with you, sometimes you can just forgive somebody just to unburden yourself of that, but you don't need to get back in contact with them. But with all these, the throat chakra, the blues, stuff like that, it may be involve, you know, speaking your truth as well. So take that as you will. Next, you guys have take time to breathe out. And then more blue. So this is like a very big week of truth for you guys. Someone also may like be coming to you to ask for forgiveness and telling you their side of the story or how they really felt or things like that. But it's again, just because you may have been right, I keep getting guided just to be very kind in your expression this week. It seems extremely important. You know, sometimes, you know, especially if someone comes back to you and says, I'm really sorry about XYZ, and you want to like prove your point even more. I'm being told like you can speak your truth, but in a kind way. I know I'm beating that dead horse there. They're just not letting that go. So hopefully in one of those explanations it clicked for whoever needed to hear that. Be kind and strong this week, guys, for pile 2. All right, I'm going to keep moving on because this is just the same message. So I'm going to pull love messages from, if you're dealing with certain people from the different sets of zodiac signs. So if you're not dealing with anyone, you can disregard this. But okay, so for pile 2, for those of you guys dealing with an earth sign, we're going to pull a love message card to see what they would want to say. So those for pile 2 dealing with an earth sign first. What does earth sign want to say? I'm overcoming my fears. All right, for those dealing with a water sign, woo, that flew out. I can't walk away. For those of pile 2 dealing with a fire sign, this one, you change my whole direction. And then last but not least, air signs, those of you dealing with air signs. And after this, we'll do charms and letters. Air sign is, I had no idea you would end up meaning so much to me. So that's what your air sign would want to say. All right, let's move on to letters and charms. and a zodiac dice. So we're going to pull a zodiac dice for just someone you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign. So you guys have Aquarius, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or the energy of like that unique quality about Aquarius, or you guys could be an Aquarius yourself. All right, so for letters, let's see. Ooh, I got a bunch. Hey-o. All right. I'm not going to attempt to make words out of this. This could, it almost looks, yeah. I'll leave that alone, but I'll tell you, we have an I-O-W-H-A-O-L and a U. So whatever you guys want to do, that AWOL's in there too. Or I guess it's not. Anyways, so there's your letters. This could be someone's initials. Could be a place that's important to you. Could spell a word that means something to you guys. If you want to drop the words that you spelled, IOU's in here. So someone could IOU something as well. So, all right, for pile 2, the energy is very interesting. I'm sorry, I feel like a little hyped up as I'm sitting in your guys' week. So it could be a pumped up week too. All right, charms. Okay, so we have the Christmas little cake here. So something could be coming back around that originally started in Christmas. Sorry, I'll show you guys these closer. The Christmas, or I don't know, someone might bring up something about Christmas. We have the skeleton here. So I know we also have, you know, Halloween coming around, but also I feel like this is just a truth that's going to be coming out of the closet, like the skeleton in the closet kind of thing. Oh, we have a little ballerina. I didn't even realize I had that in there. So, oh, we have another letter. We have a D. We have another sign. We have Gemini. So you guys had Aquarius and Gemini, so the air signs are rocking. But the ballerina, I feel like things, you're going to be like dancing through your week. But something could cause you to spin too with this little ballerina. I just think of this like jewelry box with this ballerina spinning. Or for some of you guys, it might be a childhood memory of something, like, you know, the little music boxes that had the ballerina. I just see that spinning. But then we also have a record. And so the song, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round Like a Record. I'm not going to sing that all, but something about like going around, spinning around, but not in a bad way, but something might just cause you to spin this week. We have an elephant here. Elephants for me are very nostalgic. They say that elephants never forget. So, you know, I feel like there's like either like a childhood memory that's coming through. We also have a little dog here. We have this little seedling coming out of the grass. We have a dragonfly. We have a rocket ship. We have a unicorn. I think that's all the charms, but I don't know why. I'm just getting like this very like going through childhood memories, or like an old box or something for somebody. I always say whatever comes to my mind because someone's always like, that's exactly what happened. So if it's not for you, disregard it. But all right, but again, this feeling of uniqueness is coming through, which is the word they gave me for the Aquarius. So there's something unique that's going to be special about this week for you guys, and maybe a very nostalgic way, maybe bringing you back to a feeling that you had in childhood. There's also a sense of newness, something growing back, and maybe in a fast way. That was the energy I was feeling. That's actually the charm that went through my head before I pulled these when I was talking about the energy of how this feels just like exuberant and like a rocket. So that made me smile when that popped out. As for the dragonfly here, you could be seeing dragonflies, and it may for you guys be like a symbol of like a past loved one trying to make communication, or just a nod from your angels that you're on track. And this puppy, like someone could be getting a puppy this week, or it could just be a sign of loyalty, like a week of being loyal and strong. So there are and music could be involved with, since we do have the record. So there you guys go. There's your letters and charms. So I'm going to end that there. You guys made me very dry in the throat, which isn't surprising with all the throat chakra stuff coming up. So maybe I need to go gargle with salt water. I don't know. But as always, I appreciate you guys for watching my videos, spending time with me. It's truly an honor. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. So bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this really awesome chunk of howlite. And we are going to see what you guys can expect in the week ahead. So, all right. For your tarot, you guys have the Lovers and the Two of Swords. This is also the Gemini card, so and it's very soulmate-y energy as well. I feel like I always try to make these non-really love associated, and pile 3 always for some reason rocks out some love every week. But this is also more feeling like soul family, soul group kind of energy, those soulmates, the people that you came here to learn things from, kind of energy. And with this Two of Swords, it's almost like you're being asked to make a choice between which direction you want to go. And you can't stay blind to your truth anymore, and you need to make a choice in order to move forward. And that could be surrounding like someone that's a soulmate. And soulmates can be friends, pets, lots of things, not just lovers. But it's that energy of that unconditional love that's coming in. But yeah, you're being really guided to really make a choice. I don't always read Two of Swords this seriously, but this is the energy that's coming through. Like, it's time to really make a choice about what it is that you want, and the indecision isn't serving you anymore, and you really need to choose your path forward and choose that thought, and quit being halted by your own thoughts. And this Lovers card, they're really drawing me into the lotus here. Like, and lotuses grow out of the mud, right? So it's almost like you could be like something could be reblooming from something that went messy, like muddy. And so you could be having like a new realization or a newness come from something that turned into like a muddy situation for you guys this week as well. But something that has lots of layers to it. So it's not just what it seemed to be. There's lots of layers opening, and you're going to be discovering something new within a soulmate type connection. Okay, so moving on, we have Prosperity Begins. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's going to be a very prosperous week. You could be getting some sort of offer. It could be a job offer, a promotion, but something abundant. And abundant doesn't always have to be like money per se. Abundance can look in all kinds of things. You know, feeling happy is a sense of abundance. But with those pentacle energy, it's typically the very tangible 3D kind of thing. So there's just a sense of newness coming in this week with something physical, tangible for you guys. But somebody is definitely getting a promotion or a job offer or something new financially coming in. All right, so for self-care, you're being guided to make lists. And on this one it says, why I'm awesome, 1 through 10. So if you've been getting caught up and forgetting about how amazing you are, then you're being guided to make a list about, you know, yourself and what things you appreciate about yourself. And that's not a conceited thing to do. Self-love is extremely important. And when we fill our own cups from ourselves, we don't need it so much from the outside world and outside people, and you're just more happy all the way around. But on the other side, this can just be like, you know, making lists, checking things off, getting things done this week, being very practical in your approach to some sort of either mission, something around your house, something you want to do. Make a list, check it off, go through the steps moving forward in a practical way. Okay, so for love, you guys have gifts. So somebody could be receiving a gift this week, or you could be giving a gift. Could be a gift exchange kind of thing. Someone could be going to a birthday party or having a birthday party as well. But gifts are going to be involved. Yeah, I think it might be a surprise. Like, you might be getting a gift from someone surprisingly that you weren't expecting. So yeah, okay. And then to keep moving on, we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. You know, we had the Gemini card here too. So we have double Geminis going on, which is not surprising because they're the twins, right? But the answers you need are coming. So you're going to be getting a truth, and maybe the answers you need to make this decision are coming in, or someone that you've been waiting on to make a decision will be finally making that decision on what to do about you. Maybe they've made a pros and cons list on why you're so awesome, or maybe making that choice. If you're having a hard time making a choice, maybe make a pros and cons list for each thing. It's going to look a little different for everyone. But just know that there's going to be some revelations, some information coming in this week that are going to give you some answers to some stuff that you've been dealing with. And a gift, someone that you maybe have thought maybe liked you, maybe they'll be getting you a gift this week, and it's kind of your answer like, oh, they do, So again, very soulmate-y energy, very like giving, and just answers and a newness coming in, a new offer of something. Could be love, I don't know. All right, so I'll keep going. So I'm going to do, we'll do letters and charms, but first I'm going to pull messages from the zodiac signs. So if you are dealing with a romantic, these are more romantic kind of messages. So for those in pile 3 dealing with an earth sign, what would the earth sign want to say? You don't have to have someone for each of these, but for anybody in pile 3 that's dealing with earth sign, what does the earth sign want to say? Whoop, you guys got 2. I am working on myself and trust me. So they're asking you to trust and that they're working on themselves. Okay, for pile 3, those dealing with a water sign, what does their water sign want to say? Okay. You deserve more. So they're not feeling quite good enough, or they haven't treated you the way that you deserve. Fire signs, those dealing with a fire sign. I am making plans. So that fire sign is making some plans. And then last but not least, the air signs, those dealing with an air sign. What do they want to say? I'm sorry I triggered you. So you may have gotten triggered. Triggers are actually really good. They let us know where we have an issue. It's like a warning sign in a car, indicator sign of where there's a problem going on within us. Okay, so to move on to letters and charms, we'll start with our zodiac dice first. So who could you be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign? You guys have Sagittarius. So that fire sign that's making some plans. All right, for letters, let's see, for pile 3's letters. Okay, we have a B, a U, an I, and an E. So this could be someone's initials, a place, something like that. It's going to look a little different for everyone. But there's your letters. And then for charms for pile 3, please, what else can we tell them about their week? Any other information that we can get from these charms? Okay. One of my favorite ones I have in here. It says love will find a way, and it's a compass, but I have a big obsession with compasses, so. And breaking my plate. But it says love will find a way. Again, this new direction is coming in for you guys with love. And that, again, it's not just, I don't feel like it's romantic for everyone. It could just be a friendship kind of love coming in. Oh, you guys got lots of words. I don't know why I just noticed that. You have secret. That secret, I was getting that, like the answers, you're going to find out that secret. You have secret, sport, princess, and gentle. Okay, and then we have a little clover here, and then a cat that's in this little box. So this is like an energy of being playful, but again, I feel like there's going to be something like a surprise coming out of a box. I mean, you guys had this gift. I mean, this is a 3-leaf clover, but I still look at anything with my clovers come out. It's just a very lucky energy coming up this week. I probably should show this to you closer. You didn't get too many charms. You got lots of words, so somebody could be going to a sporting event. I'm seeing a princess birthday party for some reason, but maybe that's just because I was at a little girl's birthday party yesterday with my daughter. Maybe that's why it's fresh in my head, but I don't know. I don't know. And then, yeah, very gentle week still. Or there are going to be some gentle energy coming in for you guys. So there you go. Also, if any of those charms mean anything else to you guys, feel free to say that. But as always, I appreciate you guys being here with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in future readings, and thank you for being the most awesome viewers. I'm truly honored, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye guys.